All right, Shalom. First, let's start by saying all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. As you can see, the title of this video is ShahrazadAli on the manosphere. Black men protecting black women. And I just want to bring out a couple scriptures with this. Shahrazad, she has a couple books out, and they some good books. I'm not through reading them, but basically the titles are the black man's understanding to understanding the black woman, and the black woman's guide to understanding the black man. And then she has some other ones out, but yeah, she makes some good points. And the one that I did read, I'm just about done with that one. And then she always speaking on um, black folks, black people, and where they going off at and stuff like that. So I'm just going to play this and add some precepts to it, and then call it.
So I gotta ask as well, because I think you're familiar with this section of YouTube of men now voicing their opinion of the relationships with the black woman. So I just gotta hear your thoughts of the information that you've seen thus far.
Well, we have to be careful with that, especially when it's coming from men. I think that a lot of men who are talking about us as black females out here have a little bit more ulterior motives, even though a lot of their points, some of them are good, but some of the men sound like they have either been turned down by a woman or turned out by a man. And I'm not sure which one it is yet, so I just listen and just see. But it comes around, as I said, about every generation.
Awesome. And let me also touch on this because, and I had the opportunity to go and read through the book, and I read it from cover to cover. And I'll tell you what, like I'm looking at, I was reading through the book, and it was like every chapter that I went through, I was thinking about another past dating relationship, something. I'm like, oh, that's why that happened. It was amazing. And so within the book, and you've been criticized famously for the critique or just speaking about the behavior, right? So thinking through what that is, right? Can you talk about the importance of the coexisting between the black man and the black woman in the face of the modern feminism as it exists today?
Well, a lot of our behavior, we haven't really made.
$5,000. That's what this guy paid to spend the night with me.
Certain decisions about.
Now, ultimately, a lot of our behavior is the way we are is because of the curses, So.
Because so many things have been shattered of certain standards and values and mores that now it's difficult to ascertain what is considered bad for us, what is considered good for us. And a lot of times when you bring up things that have historically been good for us, people say that's old school, that's old timey, and that they don't too much want to deal with that. They think we're living in a modern time where things have changed. And they have changed. But change don't mean better, change just means different. So a lot of what we used to stand for and be with has changed for the worse.
So let me also hit the conversation like this. Is that, and I'm not sure how aware of you are of this, but there's been a recent movement of men that are black men that are saying they don't want to participate in dating black women anymore. They do things and they say, save yourself, black man, and they might be traveling to other countries. Or just some are just, completely going into hermit mode and just not dealing with black women at all. What do you say for those men that have lost hope in marrying the black woman?
Well, I would say that that's the closest way to suicide if they really feel like that. See, because if there's no you, there's no me. There's no me, there's no you. I'm the only thing on earth that can reproduce you, okay, in the cleanest form that's possible. And you are the only thing on earth that can impregnate me to create yourself. And so this idea that we gonna just quit it.
Right. Now that's a feminist mentality. You know, a lot of people don't know nothing, but that's a lie. Cause they always trying to implement the woman, the nigger woman, into the equation. When in actuality, we don't need no woman, no nigger woman to bring back nigger women and nigger men, children, so to speak. You know, because the man carries the seed. The man can plant his seed in any woman, and it's gonna come back him. It's not gonna come back mixed with the other with whoever the woman whatever the woman's nationality is. There's no such thing as mixed, man. That's all she's saying. This is Numbers chapter 1, verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upwards by their polls. Right, so they determined their nationality by the house of their fathers, man. Not from no women. It's coming through the men. The man has the seed. If I'm a so-called African American, or if I'm a Judite, and I have sex with a Issacharite woman or a Mexican woman, the baby gonna come back as a Judite. It's just gonna have its mother's features, you know, but it's still gonna be a Judite. There's no such thing as mixed, man. And men have been trying to get away from the black woman. The black woman is wicked. It's evil. The black women, just like the black man, because we the top tribe, this been a part of Yabba Shai, man. We influence all the rest of the nation, not just our nation, the rest of the world, man, to do whatever we do, you know. And as you can see, the black woman at the top whore, demon, etc. in this place, man, because Esau has given her the liberty to be that. Even with ShahrazadAli, she's not claiming that she's an Israelite. If I'm not mistaken, she's in some type of Africanism or Islam. I forget which one. You know, but that's why this place is called Babylon. Babylon is confusion because people don't know who they are, what they're supposed to be doing. And on top of that, you know, women shouldn't even be putting up no videos, you know, discussing nothing with no man about nothing. So, but this place is coming to an end. That's why all hell is breaking loose all over the planet, and stuff like this is coming up a whole lot more in everybody's conversations.
Each other, not seek a solution. It's just suicide. Our birth rates are already low. So at a time when we should trying to get along for more than one night, I'm not talking about no one night stand, I mean in a regular relationship, we should be trying to get along. We should be teaching our children to get along. See, my new market today, brother, is the children of the parents who I tried to reach 30 years ago. And so they didn't model for their children. They didn't teach them things. And so now their children are asking me and demanding from them, why didn't you tell me the truth about this? How come I didn't know anything about this? They too learned how to have a relationship from television, from the people that do not represent us, and from just modern times, contemporary issues, and stuff like that.
Witchcraft, and that's one of the ways Esau took out the families. Besides the TV, all the way back to the Willie Lynch letter, he targeted the woman and the child and broke them from needing a husband and had them depend on him. You know, and then in the school system, they go after the children, and the children are being raised up because the nigger woman really don't know how to raise, you know, no children altogether because she don't have the law, statutes, and commandments, but the man child most definitely. You know, so that's why all these guys out here emotional and killing each other the way they is, man. But it also ultimately goes back to Adam and Eve, the beginning, when Eve first went off, man. That's why we're going through what we're going through. But when you listen to people like her, they'll say it's because of you know, whatever reason that they're saying, you know, besides the TV, you know, so.
But that's not anything that's going to save us. We are the only things that can save us. ourselves. And it's not going to come through no food stamps.
And we can't save ourselves. The Lord has to save us. The Lord has to open our minds to the truth, not to what, because no matter which way you turn, everything you wake up to, like the truth say, he that is not with me is against me. He that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad. And that's into these philosophies, taking them up into philosophies. This world is full of philosophies. So if you don't have the truth, you got a philosophy, which in actuality is just worshiping Satan. So we got to come back to the Bible. The true understanding of the Bible through the teachings of the apostles of GMS, man. And that's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, man.
No grant, no job. It's not going to come from any of that. It has to come through our change of behavior to each other.
Can you touch on the topic of black women saying they are unprotected and the implication it has on black masculinity?
Well, a woman has to be in a position that she can be protected.
Uh-oh.
A woman has to deserve protection by the way she lives her life or present herself.
Talk to her.
A woman has to require protection because she is in her place, in her lane. And then men might feel that they can step in and protect her. A lot of our women don't want to be protected. You can't protect them whether anybody bothers her along. Sometimes we try to protect our women from a bad idea. She don't want no protection. So there's no situation where a man that don't know a woman can walk down the street and see somebody doing something to her and automatically just jump in. So that has to be an individual choice, and it has to be a situation where the woman is in order, not out there cussing, jumping up in men's face, screaming and hollering, acting a fool, trying to act like she a man, and then when some other man deal with her like she a man, then she wants you to jump in and save her. It don't work like that.
It doesn't.
It don't work like that.
And that's how everything going, because this place is called confusion. And guys in Judah, these men of these tribes are letting it fly the way like that, man, instead of standing up.
It absolutely doesn't.
And you have to be careful, because black women will book a fight for you and walk away.
Yeah, early, right? How many of our black men are in jail right?
If you want women to F with you, then you have to know how to F with women. And by F,
right now because of situations
right.
like that.
And I know a lot of brothers who are taking time for sisters. So, we need to watch that. They get them in trouble. They call themselves being a man, taking the weight for the problem, and then she gone. He in jail. So we have that situation. And we have a lot of sisters where the brothers have tricked them out of their money. Okay, now let me say this. If we're happy with a man, we don't care about no money, so don't believe that lie. That he got my money and we would give him some more if he was treating us like we wanted to be treated, or taking care of our children emotionally like we want. See, those are our requirements. It's a lot of things we make like it's important in the end, but what is a few dollars to certain happiness? See, that's how that is. Money don't mean nothing in that way.
It really doesn't. And I try to push that on the channel so much that, if you look at our media today, and they push all of this money, they got money up to their ears.
And men have to be careful, because a lot of times when a woman get with a man and she start buying him a lot of stuff, his shoes, his sneakers, chains, tattoos, a whole lot of stuff, you got to be careful about that, because a lot of times women do that so they can own a dude. And then a lot of times if we get mad at you and fall out, we say, give me all my stuff back.
So what do you say to those that are looking for men that are 6 figures plus, when in reality the majority of us are not doing that? I think the average salary is around $42,000 per year. If you had a singular message for them, what would you say?
Well, I think, as I said, that we have some unrealistic expectations. The society has insisted that we demand from our man the one thing that they haven't allowed them to get, and that's money. And just on that, I would say good luck to them. But if the woman is looking for that, she might get in that real low old age still looking for that. So she might have to just find somebody that they can pool their resources and put their little money together and try to make it. The other thing is for us to stop demanding everything that the enemy sells, trying to keep up with the Joneses and thinking we got to have a different outfit for every day. All of that's just based on financial. That's not because anybody wants to see us looking nice. It's just they make money off of us, and so they always want to come up with any kind of scheme they can to get us to give them the money. The money we spend on cell phones, the money we spend on drugs, the money we spend on alcohol, the money we spend on brand name clothes. Most of the money we have, we give away to other people, by trying to make ourselves look presentable or be presentable. My grandson used to tell me, I don't want to wear that because they're going to be looking at me. I say, well, who is the they? And we as adults, we talk about, well, you can't wear white at the Labor Day. Why? Who said that? See, I have to know who say different things. I have to examine them before I just jump on the bandwagon and stuff. I want to know, well, who said it, why they say that, when, whatever. And so, you have that kind of situation.
Our culture is clearly in disarray, right? We've already established that. And we're trying to change it. But let me ask, from your opinion, who should be leading the charge? The black man or the black woman?
Well, it's going to have to be the black man. Ain't nobody scared of the black woman. All that woofing we doing, it's just a lot of talk to get attention. It's not, worth anything. And so our men are going to have to lead it. There is going to come a time, I keep saying, this not getting along is a luxury. But there's going to come a time that we're going to get along. And women who you thought would never pay any attention to you will be talking to you and giving you the eye, okay? So y'all just be a little more patient. It's coming. Because we have to rely on you for protection. I'm talking physical protection now. Because the enemy is treating our women like they treat our men. They'll throw our women down and stomp them or shoot them just like they do y'all. So this thing, we finally got equality on that, okay? So they're attacking us the same way. So what we have to have is a man to come in there and help protect our food. We might have to have a man to go get us some food. And so
and through the spinning power of ShahrazadAli, starting with the apostles on down, we've been saying this for a long time. That the women, once Esau turned against them, that's when they want to come back and want this protection and all this extra stuff, but the Lord ain't having that, man. This isn't no just something that's happening because we're separate, or something that can be fixed by us ourselves. It's gonna be fixed by Yahweh Shai, man. So you women that and y'all women is the reason why we being done the way we doing. Y'all aid the devil all the time, from the smallest thing to the largest thing, man. Y'all keep the devil in the home of the blacks, Latins, Native Americans, man. And now y'all want to run back to get protection. That the Lord ain't having that. So because we at the end, man. Everybody gonna be judged accordingly. Ain't nobody finna get away with the stuff that they've been doing, man. Unless you're of the elect, man.
But I don't like him because of this, and I don't like him because that's going to change. But so many are being lost while we're waiting on that change to come about. So many of our people are being lost. I'm not even sure what the future is going to bring on that, because so many people are destroying themselves, and so many of us have the values so messed up that we actually think that good sex means it's a good relationship.
Talk to him.
And that's not true.
We get some of Mama's cooking here today. Listen, so let me, and I know exactly what it is that you're talking about, because when the COVID started, Man, I was getting some weird DMs, I'll tell you that. I was getting some weird DMs. Like,
Listen,
okay.
you know we're lonely and desperate. We just don't want anybody to know it. So we hide behind our big job, our big car, our credit card, and all those different things. But listen, we're lonely, and I'm going to tell you what a lonely woman won't do. Y'all can have anybody you want, because everybody's available, okay? And all of this about, I don't want no man unless he got a good credit rating, unless he right with the Lord, and all of this foolishness that we have made up to explain why we are not with a man. Not because of whatever values and standards we have shut up. You know, so many women tell me, I ain't met nobody to meet my standards. I say, you don't even meet them. And no, but you're not going to meet that. That's not going to happen. People are attracted to people that are more similar in their values. And so we have to teach back again our children certain standards and values so that they will be attracted to that. As opposed to going out and getting somebody laying in the gutter, talking about I love them, I feel sorry for them, I can help them. We have to help self. That's not being selfish. But you have to help self first so that you are strong enough mentally and physically to help anybody else. And that includes our children. It would make our children love and respect us more if we say stop running the streets or going to the club or sitting up getting high with them or drinking all the time. Even though that's what's happening, that's not what they want for us. And it's like a man. He don't want his woman doing certain things or dressing certain ways. And every time we go out and dressing really overly sexy, we're putting our man's life in danger. Because if somebody say to us out of order, say something to us out of order or wrong, then his manhood say he got to step up and defend us. Over nothing. Standards and values so that they will be attracted to that as opposed to going out and getting somebody linked.
America is known as the Valley of the Shadow of Death. A valley is a low land. Not only is it known as being a low land, the morals in America is low. Look, if you listen to the music is a prime example. Not only that, shadow of death. At any given time, you be put to death, man. And that's what's been going on. So the prophecies have been lining up, man. You just need the Lord to open your eyes to see it.
And in the gutter, talking about I love them, I feel sorry for them, I can help them. We have to help self. That's not being selfish. But you have to help self first so that you are strong enough mentally and physically to help anybody else. And that includes our children. It would make our children love and respect us more if we say stop running the streets or going to the club or sitting up getting high with them or drinking all the time. Even though that's what's happening, that's not what they want for us. And it's like a man. He don't want his woman doing certain things or dressing certain ways. And every time we go out and dressing really overly sexy, we're putting our man's life in danger. Because if somebody say to us out of order, say something to us out of order or wrong, then his manhood say he got to step up and defend us. Over nothing, over some foolishness. And if you got a man and you satisfied and happy with him, then why are you going out trying to entice new men? And the more clothes a woman take off, the more desperate she is. That don't mean she bold and brave and want to give to somebody. That means she's desperate. And that's a cry. Please give me some attention. Please look at me. Say something. Do something. That's what that is. And that's the condition of many of us. That's not anything that's an insult. We're talking reality. We have got to deal with the reality of our lives so that we can make corrections. But making up all of this stuff and then have them conferences, well, ain't nothing there but black women. Right. Yeah, and some of the people that used to be against me, and even some of the new people that's out. If you don't have any track record, if you don't have any proof that you have had a good relationship or are in one, then don't come out trying to tell me how to have one when yours failed. And that's my only position about that, okay?
And that's
you don't have the authority to tell me how to fail too. I mean, what have you got for me? And so we have to look at those kind of things too. You have to have credibility, and I think that's why I have lasted all these years, because all of the people who listen to me teach, I haven't changed my teachings because we haven't changed our behavior. It's not time to change it. And they'll tell me, Yeah, but that's old school. Yeah, you used to say that. Well, we used to do it, and we're still doing certain things that are deteriorating and destroying our homes and making our own children grow up and kill us. That's new.